Hi, I am Gord, one of the elite ICE 50 avatars to present this course on self-defense basics. Lecture Series 2 of 3. Looking around and being aware of what is happening near you can help you notice sudden movement, or if something seems out of place. If you don't feel comfortable in a situation, say, walking back to your car after a late shift, it's best to return to the place you came from and ask someone to walk with you. Dr. Tom Khalili also recommends cutting back on your phone usage while walking. 1. You could hurt yourself by waking into something or tripping on a curb and falling. 2. Someone could attempt to steal your phone right out of your hand, Dr. Khalili says. Plus, if someone intends to harm you, it will be harder for them to surprise you if you are looking up and are aware of what's going on around you. De-escalate if possible. De-escalation will look different depending on what an attacker wants, but it comes down to doing what you can to safely leave a situation without having to fight. So, if an attacker wants money, give it to them. If someone is picking a fight, don't engage, even if they are rude or insulting your pride. Threats should be taken seriously. Do your best to get away from the person and call for help if necessary, Dr. Khalili says. Maintain distance from your attacker. In a situation where you are walking home and think someone is following you, you want to keep distance between the two of you and, if possible, return to the place you came from. There, tell someone what is going on and get help. If you can't get back to your point of origin, maintain as much distance as possible, then turn and look at the attacker. This might feel like the exact opposite of what you want to do, but Dr. Khalili explains some attackers will back down when they see you are aware of them. In cases where you do have some space, dial 911 to get help, or use the panic button on your phone. Hold down the side button and one of the volume buttons on an iPhone to automatically call emergency services. It also helps to keep objects between you and the attacker. Think things like cars, tables, or anything else nearby. If you end up in a situation where you do need to fight to protect yourself, do your best to avoid getting backed up against a wall. Plan and prepare for your escape route. Unsafe situations are no time for decorum. Take off high heels, jewelry, and any other items that restrain your movement. You want to be able to run to safety if needed. If you're near your car, Dr. Tom Khalili recommends keeping your keys in your hand for easy access and using the panic button if you have one, which will cause your car to create noise and flash its lights. Keeping your keys handy will help you get into your car faster, and the commotion from your car can draw others to you to help. Train with a weapon before carrying it. Lots of people keep pepper spray or brass knuckles on their keychains in case of an attack. But having a weapon doesn't mean you will be able to effectively use it. Most of the time, people buy weapons and just leave them in a place they won't be able to get to in time to use them. Often weapons are used against the victim because they haven't trained adequately to use the tool in the first place, Dr. Khalili says. Legal release. The views expressed in this article do not necessarily reflect those of ICE 50. One must consult with their legal and financial representatives for any and all legal advice.